We're going to begin, though, with a big figure, more than $250,000. That is what it costs to keep the Norfolk County Courthouse safe and put witnesses on the stand during the first Karen Reed trial, which, as we know, ended in a deadlocked jury. Ryan Kath and the investigators dug into the story behind this bill that's now headed to Massachusetts taxpayers.
Wow, looking good.
The spectacle outside the Norfolk Superior Courthouse not coming cheap. Records the NBC 10 investigators obtained from Massachusetts State Police showing they spent more than $250,000 in payroll to secure the scene and maintain a court-imposed buffer zone. The vast majority of trooper hours clocked in as overtime shifts. State Police also spent another $7,000 for 6 different employees to testify.
I don't recall that.
Including a little more than $1,000 for Trooper Michael Proctor to prep and read aloud from the stand the disparaging text messages he wrote about defendant Karen Reed.
She's a whack job.
The agency also paid 4 employees from the crime lab a combined $2,000 to describe forensic evidence, like apparent fragments of tail light found in John O'Keefe's clothing.
I just received the debris.
We also received records from the Norfolk DA's office showing they spent roughly $44,000 for outside experts to fly to Massachusetts and testify about things like DNA analysis they performed on Reed's Lexus SUV.
When comparing the John O'Keefe profile.
And don't forget about the state employees who worked every day of the trial that stretched on more than 2 months.
In particular, you'll hear testimony.
Lead prosecutor Adam Lally has a salary of $145,000, and Judge Beverly Cannoni, who makes more than $200,000. How different is this second trial going to look?
I think it's going to be still pretty long, but I don't think it's going to be as long.
Criminal defense attorney Morgietta de Riziere says while taxpayers will be paying $250 per hour to the special prosecutor hired to take the lead on the case, the witness list and legal arguments should be much more condensed.
A fuller story from the beginning, more streamlined, more storytelling, and I think that might also reduce some of the costs.
A big question is how many people will show up outside the courthouse for the second trial and how much security will be needed. The first trial took place in the heat of the summer and saw those huge crowds. Second trial will be taking place in the heart of the New England winter. In Dedham, Ryan Kath, NBC 10 Investigators.